first.
Congratulations. Yeah, the coaches, so, you know, we talked about what we could show, how, what do you think you learned to Manchester?
You know, I learned that in addition to the resiliency that the team has shown all season, 9 out of 10 times, I think there was like another level of fierceness, you know, that I thought that they showed that I was incredibly proud of, and that translated into not only you know, like a competitive nature, but execution. You know, so we had mentioned in the locker room, you know, 24 assists on 27 made field goals, only 3 turnovers in the second half. The ball moved so wonderfully. We warmed up a little bit from 3, but again, I just go back to like there's resiliency that Kiki and Sonia and their teammates have shown, but there's also like as we're trying to level up here, there's a fierceness that we also have to have, and that has to become part of our DNA. And I was really proud to see that on display this evening.
Even so, what's going on in your life? You go on stellar rookie seasons here, with everyone there. Where is your edge at?
Oh, you go first.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Peaks go. Okay. I would say it's bittersweet. Our rookie year has come to an end. Obviously, we would love to keep playing, but when I look on the other side and I change my perspective, we've grown so much. Just thinking about how we started and coming into the league and kind of holding our own and showing up every single night. This is just the beginning for us. We have so much that we can grow but yeah, I wouldn't change my rookie year for anything. I think I've grown as a person, as a player, and just overall my basketball IQ. But it's sad that, you know, we're no longer rookies. But it's been a hell of a ride for sure.
Yeah, I think I would just echo everything Kiki said, and then on top of that, just a lot of gratitude. It's been, like she said, an amazing year, and I just feel so grateful for everybody in this organization being able to play the sport that I love with the people I love. It's just been a blessing. So just very grateful for it all.
Do you usually wait on the court after the game? I saw that just they walk off. Why not do that? What was that like for final time?
Yeah, I do that because I want to thank them for their effort, no matter whether we win or lose. You know, I just there's a certain target to be a pro. It's and what we're asking is a lot, and we're going to continue to ask, and we're going to continue to challenge, but they're just giving so much, and so I just, you know, win, lose, you know, there's been some times where I've been a little edgy, but for the most part, it's like they've just given us so much that I just want to applaud that. That's all. It's nothing more than that. And I told myself I would do that for 44 games, that I see them, and I want to hold to that. Yeah, for me, I actually took some time like during shoot around, to be honest, just kind of just watching them and seeing them go about their business, and like we don't want to romanticize too much. You know, we really do want to be in a position where we keep playing the standards that they have. I'm not going to have anything lower than what they have. But I will also say that it's been a heck of a ride for us. Like, we've really enjoyed each other's company, space. There's real joy in this. And I think that among some other things is a really good thing to build upon. And so I'm mindful of that. I've continued to push them to be mindful as we've gone on. So it's not, for me, it's not a huge buildup, because I've told them that I've been, you know, joyful and each and every time. So this is just honestly like yet another day of being grateful to be the coach.
Zoom.
Tyler.
Hey everybody, I just have one for Sonia and Kiki. I'm curious, what were the vibes like in the locker room after today's game? Because I know you guys are typically an upbeat group, but you guys always want to hold yourself accountable. I'm just curious what you guys were like in the locker room with the rest of the group.
I think we were a little emotional, but just I think enjoying each other's company because it is the last game and the last time we'll be in the locker room together this year. But just again, I think a lot of gratitude, and I know AC was talking about how lucky we are that we enjoy the people that we're with and we get to come into work every day surrounded with people that we love and just a great environment. So just again, just bittersweet.
Thank you.
Jen.
Hey, everybody. Sonia and Kiki, kind of sticking with that theme, Sydney was telling us pregame that he had Steph, say a few words that shoot around to you guys. I'm curious, what about what she was saying, resonated with you, or do you think helped you guys out tonight?
She kind of just did a whole summary of our season and, we came in, there was low expectations for our team, but we had high expectations for ourselves. And we kind of stepped through it, the highs and the lows, changes with the whole group and really being able to come out today and play our asses off and, don't hold back. There's nothing to hold back for. And she kind of emphasized that the way that we're playing today, we're setting ourselves up for next season. So kind of having those good habits, getting back to Mystics basketball and win or lose, like we can be proud of ourselves that we gave it everything that we can. But understanding that we have to still put up a fight. They're the defending champs for a reason, but not saying because it's our last game that we're gonna just roll over. So it's kind of an emphasis of playing our basketball and making sure that we're having the habits that we want going into next season.
And sticking with you both, Sydney kind of ran down some of the stats that he liked, areas where he saw improvement, but just in terms of how it felt out there for you guys tonight, what felt the most different tonight versus the last time out against New York that was, a little bit rough?
I think we were doing a really good job of just playing together. We had 24 assists. 24 assists. We're just moving the ball around. I think our offense was really flowing in the second half. We were able to hit shots. But yeah, I mean, just again, we want to play together. We want to play selfless basketball, and I think that's what we did today.
Sydney, just one more for you, picking up on the assists theme, 11 of those came from the bigs, if I can do math. We've talked about trying to, get the bigs to facilitate a little bit more, particularly Kira, Kiki. How do you feel like their passing opened things up offensively, and how encouraging is that for you to see, in this game?
It's massive, and whether it's bigs or posts or whatever, like ultimately, I think Kiki and Kira want to be basketball players, and I think as Kiki in particular is facing different defenses and different schemes, she's really grown, in terms of her reads, but she's always started from a place of willingness to be coached and willingness to kind of see the game and help her team be better. Some players can talk all that garbage, and then in the nitty gritty when it matters, they're not doing it. She not only was she looking to find people, but she had a big time play in the first half where she set a weak side screen. She didn't get any credit for that. Or she found a person on the weak side, which we know that, but like stuff like that, I mean, she's just gonna get really good, just to be honest. Yeah, I just think whether it's our post players or our team in general, there is a style of basketball that we do want to embrace and have it be part of our identity. And that is having fun playing together. And I'll just round out and say that, like Steph she did talk about that. Like let's lean into the joy we have in terms of playing the right way. And I think through 44 games. I'm starting to get a really good feel for that, on the offensive and defensive end, and that is certainly what we want to build on going into 2026.
Great. Thank you all for your time all season. I appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us this season. We appreciate it. Bye.